Hello and welcome to another edition of In the Box Seats. Ella, how are we?
Good to be back. I mean, it's only been, 7 days? Not a long break this time for us. Straight back into action for another race day this weekend.
No, we've been quite busy over the month of February with race meetings every Saturday. We started off the month with that polytrack meeting and now 3 grass meetings in a row. The rail is out a fair way on Saturday, but the track's holding in good condition, so it's good to get some consistent racing on it, which is what it needs as well. And
sponsors this weekend, Commercial Kitchen Company, a long-term sponsor of the Gold Coast Turf Club, big supporters of us. We love having them back each year, so they'll be our sponsors for the weekend for a big day of racing.
Surf clubs part of the race day, moo-moos, God bless.
Maybe some steaks coming up your way for lunch.
It'd be nice. Good big shout out to our friends at Moo-Moo, the wine bar and grill.
Yeah, that would be nice.
If they're listening. Yes, it's one of the best steakhouses on the Gold Coast, isn't it? You've been there?
Let's keep plugging them, because then maybe we'll get a sponsorship in the future.
Yes. Speaking of plugging, the Jewel race day is coming up.
Segue.
Yes. March 8th, one of the big days on the Gold Coast Turf Club calendar. The preludes are on this week in Brisbane, which is always a good pointer.
And you found some key contenders ahead of that.
Yeah, let's throw to the clip. We're 2 weeks out from the cutest duels to be conducted here at Aquis Park Gold Coast Turf Club. Let's preview the runners coming up to the preludes this weekend. Firstly, the Colts and Geldings division. Better Luck Next Time won its first 2 starts in October, was spelled, looked in need of the run first up and expecting an improved performance by the Liam Birchley runner this Saturday. Keep an eye out on a couple of debutantes in the race in Penrod and The Creek. Penrod from the David Van Dyke stable, a 5-length winner recently at the trials, and The Creek from the Peter and Will Holbert team has also indicated ability in the trials. The Fillies division on Saturday features Cuddles for Kimmy, who was tested at stakes grade before spelling at the back end of last preparation, running down the track in the McLaughlin Stakes. She won her debut start and has trialled up well recently for Corey and Kylie Gearin to suggest that she is a genuine player come duel time. Boom Schenker was beaten as an odds-on favourite on debut, but the run contained merit and no doubt looks one of the better chances for Tony Gollan come the cutest duel in 2 weeks' time. Astapor took all before him as a 2-year-old before heading to Joe Pride at the start of last campaign. He had 3 runs with Joe and probably wasn't at his best. He recently trialled back in the care of Clinton Taylor at his Rockhampton base and looked back to his best form. He's clearly the class runner of the 3-year-old dual prelude this weekend. Looking forward to seeing him back and stamping his claim for the $500,000 feature in 2 weeks' time. Head to the website gctc.com.au for all the tickets and packages available to be trackside for Cutest Duel Race Day. Thanks for that, Mitch. Yes. So obviously the main lead-ups of this week, if you're doing your form, the horses that aren't Cutest registered are obviously not eligible for the final. A horse like Sunrays is probably going to start favourite in the Fillies division. She won't be here for the final. It's a topic for another discussion. I personally wish that there was a rule that the winner of the prelude got a ballot exemption even if they're not Cutest eligible, just to make more depth to the final field, but that's, as I said, a discussion for another day.
Maybe for the future, yes. Well, looking towards Jewel, we're very excited, obviously. Ticket packages are still on sale. The event centre is the last hospitality. The restaurants have now sold out. So if you want to get in some hospitality, you have to book into the Shandon Luncheon in the event centre, $240 per person. There is a member's discount on that one. And of course, be here in general admission. It's going to be a great day. We're looking forward to 10 races.
5 features.
We will have an exciting DJ after the last, which is to be announced next week. So stay here for the entertainment. There's going to be heaps happening. So we're very excited for Dual Race Day on March 8th.
It's not the fellow that played the Super Bowl, is it?
No, it's definitely not. We don't have controversies here at the Gold Coast Turf Club.
Kendrick Lamar, apparently his
Look
name
at you,
is.
up with your knowledge.
I've still got no idea who he is. Although I know he's got a beef with Drake.
Yes. Yep, that's what half the controversy was about.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I'm all up to date with it. Don't worry about me. Other racing news, Craig Williams was here at the Gold Coast to help out the next generation. Great to see Craig. He's always great with his time with media, not just us, but all over anywhere he goes, but in particular helping out the next generation of apprentices. So he was up here to have a look at the talent coming through the ranks, and obviously he's got a great friendship with Michael Carl, who's now retired, and will be doing a mentoring role with Racing Queensland. So the kids coming through the ranks, they just cannot miss with that tutelage. So, and as I said, that opportunity coming through, Michael. So great to see Racing Queensland kicking goals, particularly with the generation that needs to take over the retiring bracket.
Absolutely.
Winning doubles to Adam Campton and Paul Shailer last weekend. Paul's younger team is coming through the ranks at the moment. Very impressive first starter, Deep Focus, won last week. Things are just starting to really happen for the Shailer Racing stable, which is good to see. They've invested heavily on some nice horses all over from the yearling sales over the last 2 or 3 years, and now those horses are hitting the track and they're getting success straight away. They had an absolute truckload at the trials at Bow Desert on Monday. One in particular, Lipizana, I think looks pretty promising. It won its trial, and Perovic too from the Matt Dunn stable, worth looking out for, a horse that gets over 2,000 metres, but it's won its 2 trials this time in. So we've got this race meeting Saturday. We get a much needed weekend off.
The following, Phantom meeting here at the Gold Coast Turf Club. So if you do want to come along, obviously no live racing, but the club will be open. So that's March 1st. We will be holding a Phantom meeting. So a weekend off, but we will still be here.
Yes, it's all happening. The footy kicks off.
The footy, yes, of course. Lots to look forward to.
You're involved in the tipping comp this year?
I'm not involved in the tipping comp. Unfortunately, NRL's not really my strong suit. I'll stick to tipping here on the horses.
What have you got for us, Ella?
I've gone race 5, number 8, Miss Personality.
Oh, named after you, no doubt.
Named after me. Love the name to begin with, and then looked at the form. Did win as maiden last start by 2.5 lengths, so could go good in that one. So looking to Barry Lockwood, race 5, number 8, Miss Personality.
Miss Personality. Paul Shailer, I think, can get the day off with a winner with Desert Angel. It should have gone close here 2 starts ago, and then ran a good second, probably in a stronger race than most of these last time around. So expect the stable to have another good day on Saturday, and I think they can win the first with Desert Angel.
Nice.
That's about us.
That's about us.
Yeah. For another show of In the Box Seat, are we doing one next week, Adam, or? Yes,
we're getting the nod from the producer.
We'll do one next week.
We'll be back next week, and
you should have news about that big DJ.
Well, I will have news about the big DJ, and of course we'll have more previews ahead of the duel. Obviously, with those prelude races, we'll be looking more into contenders and who will be winning those duel races here on March 8th.
Yes, and after March 8th comes March
13th,
where Bow Desert will be racing. So keep that date in your calendar.
Absolutely.
All right, that takes us away from In the Box Seat. I hope you enjoyed the show, and we'll be back again next week.